All right, great battle out there. Two good football teams really going at it. I thought in a lot of ways the game was pretty back and forth. I mean, I think I think we'll look back on it and say the really defining sequence of the game in a lot of ways, I think, was the missed field goal penalty, touchdown, and then us getting down there and not getting points. That along with the punt return. I mean, I think other than that, I mean, both defenses, made big plays. Both offenses made big plays. It was just kind of a heavyweight battle. Like I said, two really good teams going at it, and in that little sequence there, they made more plays than us, and that was really, in my opinion, the difference in the game. So yeah, hell of a battle. Our guys fought like crazy. Obviously did it very short-handed and just continued to go and gave ourselves some pretty cool opportunities and just weren't quite able to get over the hump there. So we're disappointed. Didn't play our best. We had some of the penalties that we haven't been having that obviously showed up and definitely hurt us. We were gutsy, made a lot of plays, but in the end, just a couple plays short. So disappointed locker room, but we'll have to rebound. Got a rivalry game coming up next week at our place that we'll get back to preparations for and get ready to play.
Coach, on the leaping penalty, obviously very frustrating. Just why wasn't Des more prepared in that moment?
Yeah, just kind of panicked a little bit and did something that we don't teach, and it obviously hurt us.
Lincoln, with 3 losses, seems like the playoff is probably out of the realm of possibility. What's the message to the team going forward?
Yeah, we don't make our plans contingent on how things go. Like, how we play is just how we play. This is USC. The standard here is incredibly high. It's incredibly high in our locker room. So we'll start preparing for UCLA on the plane, and we'll get ready for that one, and then figure it out after that.
Special teams problems there between the kick and the punt return, a couple other things. Any theme there?
No, I mean, our kicker's been one of, if not the best in the country all year. I mean, he didn't hit the ball bad. It just one of those caught the bar and popped back out. Now the punt return, we hit kind of a low line drive punt, and it was probably our worst coverage of the day on top of the punt being the low line drive, and so it's kind of that one as a punter that you try to avoid because it gets down fast and there's going to be a lot of room, and then we got held up at a couple of spots, and we did not do a good job leveraging the ball. So yeah, obviously it was a huge play in the game. I mean, they're a good offense, good team. You definitely don't want to give them something like that. So that sequence, again, to me, both teams kind of had their moments outside of that. To me, there were some moments where they outplayed us. There were some moments where we outplayed them. That sequence to me was the one where the real separation in the game occurred.
There's a sign in college media this morning from an Oregon fan that said extend Lincoln Riley's contract. What are your thoughts on the fact that losing fan base are not believe about the fact that the coach of USC in the sense they don't view you as a threat to them?
That might be the dumbest question I've been asked as long as I've been a head coach, and I've been asked a lot of questions. You ought to feel a little embarrassed to ask that question. This is a professional thing. You ought to try it.
Lincoln, the run game was slowed down pretty effectively by Oregon's defense. What was different maybe this time, not being able to run the ball as well?
Yeah, we had a couple of busts. I mean, John Ray Reed went in there and gutted it out for us. He wasn't very healthy. Killian going down was a factor. I mean, there's no question about that. Obviously, not having Page but no, we did. We missed a couple assignments in the run game where we had some opportunities. And listen, they're good up front. I mean, we knew that. I mean, their D line's good. Their D tackles did a nice job against us, and then we didn't help the fact by missing a couple of assignments that hurt us. So no, we didn't run the ball nearly as well as we have and nearly as well as we expected to.
Kennedy and Christian starting in this game today, where the lights are pretty bright. How did they kind of prove themselves tonight?
Yeah, they fought. They're two fighters. You see, they tackle the ball. They're violent. They're contact seekers. A couple plays that we'll want back from a communication standpoint, but for both those guys in that moment, against a good offense like that, they both made a lot of plays.
You talked about how you guys are growing this season. What does this game tell you about where you're at?
I mean, we're right there. I mean, this was two heavyweight teams going at it. There's two good football teams right here. Those two teams won a lot of games. Yeah, I mean, we're playing good enough right now that we're, a sequence like that from beating anybody. I mean, that's just how I feel. So, two good teams going at it. Like, we're just going to keep getting better, and we're just going to get better and better as time goes on. But yeah, we got a good team. That's what it tells me.
Jayden, you've talked about the brotherhood of this team over and over again. What's your message to your team after this game?
Yeah, guys fought out there. This is a really tight team, so appreciate it.
Coach, a lot of the success, or how people view success in this world, one else, whether you make the playoff or not. But for you, how have you seen that this has been a successful season so far? How you guys have made it?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I get the question. The season's not over. Like, we got a game next week, so we're gonna get ready for UCLA. We've won a bunch of games this year. The ones that haven't won, we've been right there. We got a great opportunity to go get win number 9 this week, and that's what we're going to put our focus towards.
Devan, what would you say the mindset of this team is after this game?
I would just say, no matter what happens, I believe that we're still just playing to win. Playoffs or not, we're just playing to win. That was the mindset coming into this game. That's the mindset going into next week still. So,
Sam Johnson got knocked down on the punt. What was the explanation for that?
One more time.
Sam Johnson got knocked down on that punt.
Yeah.
What was the explanation?
Yeah, it's a judgment call, and they deemed that it wasn't enough to be a 15-yarder, and so those are ones that one looked like to me it could have gone either way, and and we were far enough back after we really thought about going for it there. It was close, but we were far enough back, and he ended up hitting a pretty good punt, so we ended up just rolling with the result of the kick.
What did you see from Thompkins today?
He played good. He did. Made a lot of big plays down the field. They gave a lot of attention to Lim. I mean, Lim obviously still affected the game in a lot of ways, but Tanoka and Jacoby both made a lot of big plays. Jayden made a lot of great throws to him down the field, and yeah, he's a young guy that's got a bright future. Going to keep getting better and better for us.
Coach, I'm sorry about the other question. Just wanted to wonder, after a tough loss like this, what would your message be to the USC fan base?
Oh man, I mean, I think this has been an inspiring team to watch all year. And yeah, I just show up next week. It's SC UCLA. Show up, show your appreciation for this team and the way they fought. It's just going to keep getting better and better. And so they've been awesome all year. We've been phenomenal at home. We've played in front of some great atmospheres, and look forward to seeing them in the Coliseum next Saturday.